sassy, nasty, yeah. Acting stupid, what's happening?
can say about my hair is it's very hard to like, normally you're supposed to do this on extremely wet hair, but literally all I have to do is take a towel, any type of towel, and like wrap my hair for like 30 seconds or a minute and pull it off, and literally it has soaked up that much water. So that's why most of the time y'all see me adding more water, because for some reason it eats up products like crazy. So I just have not figured that out yet, but you can still pretty much do it the same way as you would if it was straight out of the shower, which I just took a shower and washed my hair. But as you can see, like by now, like by the time I get up here, it's gonna be probably almost dry. So you can always use so don't be afraid to use a bottle of water if you need to. It's still gonna, you know, pretty much do the same thing, or don't feel like you're not doing it right, because I have to always have a bottle of water. Well, normally I have my mister, but I can't find it. I'm probably gonna end up having to buy another one. But yeah, you can always just get the spray bottle and it'll pretty much do the same thing. this is how my hair looks now. Can you see? This is the end result. Well, not really the end, but I've gotten all the product in, all the gel in, and now I'm gonna do my same routine. It's really just updated because I still use the same products, but my hair has changed a lot, and I'm gonna explain that later on in the video. But next, I'm just gonna add my scarves, and I'm also gonna do my edges before I lay the scarf on. This is my little edge toothbrush I got from the beauty supply. It actually works wonders, just like a regular toothbrush, but I do like the brush bristles on these, and I'm gonna be going in with my cover this up. And then sometimes I'll do this just to kind of keep from tearing my edges out with a comb. I know sometimes combs can be kind of rough, so I kind of do this little rub going outwards because it'll kind of give me like a guideline on where my edges are. And then my hairline is naturally kind of thin, so it actually is kind of a good and bad thing. This works for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and do edges. So you can go in with more gel if you need to. My hair easily eats up products, so I'm probably gonna have to go back and put a little more gel in, and my air is on, so it's like my hair just dries like super fast. And so this is another reason why, if you have hair like mine where it eats up products and it gets dry fast, you want to moisturize at least once a day. If you can't do it twice a day, because it just depends. I really just think it depends on your hair, and you'll know your hair like once you start doing it every day and you keep up with it. When you do a style, look at your hair every day after you've done a style, like a wash and go, you'll see like how many days you can go without actually putting moisture on it. But it's just really good to go ahead and just do it. Everybody should moisturize at least once a day. I wouldn't, it just really depends on if you're high porosity or low porosity, on how you maintain moisture. Because sometimes doing it maybe twice a day is too much for your hair if you're high porosity. And I say when doing these styles, if you're gonna go to sleep with them, always pineapple your hair, and then you always want to moisturize with a leave-in or anything, any creams that you use, you want to moisturize every day, because you don't want your hair to start getting really dry and then it gets brittle, and then that's where the breakage comes in. And if you want to, you can use like the rat tail combs to kind of separate. Like if you want to have like more than one swoop, those help with making sure they are parted really good. Came out weird. It is currently 1:33. So right now it's looking like I say it's like 90% dry. And sometimes at the top, sorry, I'm looking over here because I have my mirror. Sometimes at the top, it gets a little more dry. So I'm gonna take, y'all know I still use my Neocurly. It's the Curl It Twisting Styling Gel. So I'm gonna take a little bit more of that. Just because it's not gonna make my hair just super wet to where I have to like go and like dry it all over again. So you're just gonna, and I had it pretty much like how on the last video I did when I did the wet look. Pretty much did the same method just to keep my hair out of my face, to where once it's dry, it's formed to go back. So now you can actually pull it out some once you take this scarf off. And you can see my hair has changed a lot. So that's something I'm gonna talk about today. First, I'm gonna go back in and just make sure we have everything right. And if you need to, you can always finger coil. That's my favorite thing to do to keep my curls in. it's just mostly the top part because it's more exposed, so shouldn't need too much. And I'm taking like just like a little bit, not too much. Okay guys, so I had to go back in and add just a little bit more of both gels, my Neocurly and my Wet Line Extreme, because the front of my hair does get a little frizzy, but it's already, as you can see, drying. So what I'm gonna do now I have my mirror right here. Where did I put my pick? One sec. Okay, so now, I'm not the best picker in the world, but I'm just gonna kind of I'm gonna go more on the inside. Trying to remember how Auntie Biv told me to do this. She said down in. Okay. I hope I'm not doing this wrong. I'm not the best. I'm gonna have to do a lot more practice. Kind of dried somewhat, not completely, but I'm pretty sure maybe within the next hour or two it should be dry, if not a little longer. But the last thing I want to talk to you about is my hair has, okay y'all, so my hair has dried somewhat in the front. I'd say I'd give it maybe like an hour or two and it'll all be dry, but this is how it looks in the end. And I also wanted to tell you guys, my hair changing. If you go and look at my last video, I did a wet look and you can see, well, to me at least, I see a major difference in my hair. One, because my curl pattern used to always be very loose. Like as you can see in the front, it's always been that way as far as the front, but everywhere else was very loose and it had a curl, but then it didn't. So I was thinking like, okay, well, I don't use heat anymore. What is this? And then I realized, you know, a lot of issues I had was really just a part of my diet, not drinking enough water. Big key, because you really need water to nourish your hair, just like plants. You don't water them, they're not gonna grow. So it's kind of the same thing with your hair. So one thing that will help is if you have, I know a lot of people have trouble drinking water, just straight, you know, bottles of water, don't have no flavor. But if you want to do, like, this is what I do. So here I have my Neocurly Hydrating Bottle. It is something that really helps me drink water more. I don't know why. Like, if I have bottles of water, it's like I'm trying to force myself to drink it. But what I started doing was I'll take 2 bottles. I have some down here. 2 bottles of water. I think each one is like 16 ounces, I would say. So pretty much, if you want to start drinking more water, what I do is I fill this up. I usually use 2 because it fills it all the way up, because this is a 32 ounce bottle. You see here, it actually has everything on here. Sorry, my fingerprints are all over it. And then on the front, it says plants and flowers require H2O to grow strong and healthy, but so does your hair. quench thin, dry, dull, brittle, thirsty hair with proper hydration by drinking at least 2 liters of water per day. So this is just something that I used to take, especially going to practice. Now that I, have more time, I actually make sure I fill this up quite a bit, pretty much throughout the day. What I started doing was just every time you have a meal, keep this with you. Like normally you would get a drink, if you go to Taco Bell, you get one of the drinks, you get one of the slushies. Instead, just buy the meal. It's gonna be hard, but just buy the meal without the drink, or just ask them for water and go home and put, if you want to start out with just one, just put maybe 1 bottle. It'll fill it like halfway. And what I did was I would fill this up and make sure that I have drank all the way at least half. So I try to keep up with the times I've actually drunk 2 liters of water in one day using this. So this is just me personally, but if you want to, you can go on neocurly.com to check out this bottle right here. You can follow her on Instagram, Curly Bev, and her website to Neocurly will be in her link. You can put all types of things, accessories with this. I have my hoops and my bracelet, which is all from Paparazzi Jewelry. My sister Tiara Marshall is a consultant, so I will also leave her link down below to shop with her. I'm gonna put a few things on so you can, I think y'all have probably seen these shades before if you watch my old video. So if you're going out, this is kind of like a cute outing. Could be like a sunny day too, because these are actually like the UV shades. And I really need to invest in a mirror in my ring light, because it's kind of hard to make. I'm trying to make sure I'm actually in the camera. Hopefully I am. Please tell me I am. Okay. Now these, I want to say I got these from Shein. I have to check and see. These you actually can't see through, or you can a little bit. They have like a nice little glare to them. I think these are really, really cute. Okay. And even though they don't match, which is why I didn't put it on, but okay, so you can put this, it's like a choker. I believe it can be a bracelet and a choker. I also got this from my sister Paparazzi. You can make it even more glamorous. You can bling it out. You can pretty much do a lot. Like you can do a lot with just this alone, literally. And you want to go back and put the shades on with it. Like, it's just that easy. Just that easy.
Only the king, you know it. King already, you know it. Top everything, we know it. King already, you know it. My body so got a king body. Body gon' shine, bling, bling body. Calling all the shots, ring body. Crown on your head, got a king body. Don't live the king, you a king, you know it. King already, my baby, you know it. Pop everything, you know it. King already, you know it. Shine already, it's time already. Shine already, it's time already. Shine already, it's time. Sassy, nasty, acting stupid, what was happening?